Not be a problem. Jim?
All right, Jim, thanks a lot. And the opening tip controlled by Artest as the Kings attack. And in doing so, a blocking foul on San Antonio. History of great clutch play this time of year. An outstanding play in the postseason. Artest.
He is so strong to shoot that ball. You can't let him go by. And you see right here, I mean, Nazim Muhammad reaching in on Ryan Artest. He is just an absolute bull.
So Artest scores the first three. Bowen comes up shooting and getting the Spurs on the boards with all 3 points for the Sacramento Kings. And Miller wouldn't take the shot from the outside, and he's short with that one.
Well, that's a shot he has to pull the trigger on. He didn't shoot it very well. Is that guy fast or what?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, grab that hummingbird. Grab it. Easy. It's just right there.
6 straight for the Spurs and a 3-point lead. And the 3-ball goes down out of the corner by Artest. Parker.
They're going to give him that one. That's what they want him to take. Keep him out of the middle. Let him shoot jump shots.
Bibby on a 3. Right down the chute.
Shot. If he's open, you have to shoot it.
Ginobili leaves it for Duncan. Another open look. Tim Duncan with
straight up. He's got to get back to attacking like he did last game.
Here's Ginobili. And Bibby took it away from Muhammad. Ahead to Wells. In on Parker. Parker. 2 hoops for Parker in the opening moments tonight. A 1-point Sacramento lead.
If I was a big guy, I'd be afraid he'd blow my ACL out trying to guard him.
Miller. That's the one he's been looking for.
Yeah, he was so frustrated last game, he took his headband off in the third quarter. That didn't work either.
Muhammad at the rim. San Antonio. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Duncan. Tipped in by Nesterovic. Talk to Mike D'Antoni of the Suns. He'll say, no, we got beat at our own game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wells off the miss. Here comes Parker. Parker has it blocked by Artest. Artest to the loose ball. Bibby missing the 3, but Wells with the offensive rebound. Attacks on Duncan.
He must have had
Mike Bibby.
So Kings doing a nice job not letting him set up behind the 3-point line. 23 in the first 2 games. They have yet to hit a first 3-point pot for San Antonio.
Bibby missing for 3, but the offensive rebound and the ensuing follow. There's a foul called. Manu Ginobili takes up slack and has his first 2 points tonight.
You know, Spurs are having to work hard for what they're getting right now. They're not getting the easy buckets, the easy layups. Guys aren't getting to the rim as easily as they were in the first 2 games. Nice pass.
Abdur-Rahim. Sacramento with this 5-point lead. This equals the largest so far. And Ginobili leans into Artest. The foul on Artest is Wells to make the inbounds pass. Bibby fires. And now they can take it all the way down. 7 seconds. Bibby off to Wells. And a foul on Nesterovic. Bonzi Wells shoots 2. Get the lead with a long one. Ginobili to Ori with Wells all over him. 2 to shoot. Duncan all the way to the rim in 2 seconds. Bibby splits the defense. What a move by Bibby. Actually, not as well. They're 3 of 7 after they were terrific in the first 2 games in that regard. Here's Duncan right at the rim. Bonzi Wells in. Artest is out. Brad Miller. Martin. Wow. Kevin Martin.
Oh, he's a player. Rick Adelman told us he's aggressive when he starts. We got to make sure when he comes off the bench, he stays aggressive.
Tony Parker. Picked off by Wells.
Now, if you're the Kings, you got to be real happy with the way Tony Parker's going right now and the shots you're forcing him to take.
And you've got to be real happy with how well your team is rebounding the ball.
And we'll see if that can get Brad Miller off. He's been struggling from the outside, not able to make the shots he usually makes. A lot of times you get some layups, your confidence goes up, and then you start knocking shots down from the perimeter.
Here goes Parker against Martin. Parker scoring. And Martin stayed right with him.
Well, I mean, he's going to do that eventually. You can't go throughout a whole game and contain him.
Miller, Wells. A quick release because Duncan was in the neighborhood. Barry. 4-3. Brent Barry connecting. And the champs are right back in it after trailing by 6. In this entire series, the San Antonio bench has been huge. 52 points a game coming in, and they're huge again tonight. That's Wells.
All right. I hear you.
Stolen by Martin. Off the San Antonio inbounds pass, Kevin Martin with the steal and jam.
Get some penetration instead of just fire one up from the outside.
Bibby tries, nearly lost it. Artest recovers, shot clock at 11. Wells with the offensive rebound. Bibby starts it with Miller. Wells in the post, guarded by Finley. Just blows by him. Wells again.
Last game, this is where he's doing his work right now. Getting in there. You know what? When you are that aggressive.
8-point run for the Kings, but they're still up 7 as we near the 3-minute mark for the half. Miller against Duncan. Ten to shoot for Barry. Duncan against Miller.
Was coming, turned away from the double team, and is patted off the glass.
Artest being guarded by Ori. And the basket counts. A foul on Robert Ori.
That guy is strong. I mean, Robert Ori came down with some force on this foul. Fake. That didn't even phase him. He went right through that arm.
He's also very good. A 12-point lead, the biggest. Ori sends it out to Finley. Look at him close on the shooters. They ran Udrih off the 3. Beno Udrih with his second basket.
You're going to have to live with that. You can't, when you get the defense scrambling and moving around, you can't have everything. And San Antonio, nice job making the extra pass and getting an easy jumper.
Bibby has it blocked by Ori. And it's Barry scoring at the other end.
This is blows out this quarter.
A return to Artest from Bibby, and now Miller. Another offensive rebound for Sacramento. And Wells apparently is injured. But the play goes on. Finley sends it into Duncan. Tim Duncan's apparently okay.
And right there, Robert Ori got him in the face.
There was no foul call.
He got away with one. Well, there should have been.
Miller with 8 to shoot. Now it's Artest for 3. Spurs on the run. Udrih against Bibby. That's 8 straight points.
Back into the game heading into halftime.
Shot clock at 14, about 8 difference. Artest lowers the shoulder in on Duncan. Yep, and a foul.
We've talked about how strong he is. It almost sometimes looks mechanical.
Kenny Thomas. Bibby. Now, that's something the Kings haven't seen a lot of at noon on ESPN. With 2 to shoot, Duncan gets it away. And Tim Duncan has had his best offensive game in this series. 16 points for Duncan.
You know what, though? Sacramento will take that because it's not Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. Now it's Duncan, and they're holding Parker and Ginobili in tow.
And there's our test. The shot clock at 10 for Bibby. Thomas gets it away.
Rebound than San Antonio does.
Jim Gray reminded us during the break that the Spurs, the last 3 times they've gone up 2-0 in a series by winning at home. Finley knocks out a 3. They've
something you're just going to have to live with.
Parker. And Duncan rips the rebound away from Miller. 18 points for Duncan.
And if you double, you're going to have to live with something. That's one of the things you're going to have to live with.
Parker a steal on a pass intended for Artest from Bibby. Nesterovic blocked by Miller. Duncan. San Antonio within 10. Bibby again. Yep, and a foul. Has deserved to have one come off to him like that for another offensive rebound. Bibby's pass inside, stolen by Duncan. Ahead to Barry on the run out.
Back in the ball game, turn the ball over, let him get easy run outs.
And that will counterbalance that 6 of 8 shooting. Finley left open. And it's a 3 for Finley.
But the three-point shooting has been way off.
Big Edge at the foul line for the Kings throughout this game. Finley with 9 to shoot. Good feed to Barry. Brent Barry on the finish. 9 points for Barry. Sacramento was very close to going up 3-1 in that series. And Horry's buzzer beater made it 2-2. Ginobili. Abdur-Rahim defending. Ginobili. Manu Ginobili.
Defense running through Tim Duncan. They're getting good looks, and they're choking off Sacramento at the defensive end.
Barry trying to shake Garcia. Here's Duncan. He was outstanding in the third, and he continues so. Tim Duncan. Kevin Martin with Ginobili on him. And the foul will get Martin on the line. Ginobili. Nice return from Duncan. Yep, and a foul. Manu Ginobili.
Get to his left hand. You can see the quick handoff right there. Rahim a little tardy.
Bibby feeds Abdur-Rahim. Had it blocked by Duncan. Loose ball. Finally controlled by Barry. Finley open for 3, and the Spurs have taken the lead.
Them right now. Kenny Thomas trying to front him, make him go over the top.
Bibby got a hand on that pass. Now the Spurs have 4 to shoot coming in. Finley will make the inbounds. Duncan. Tim Duncan off the glass. He's had it all working tonight. 24 for Duncan. Sacramento's gone about 7 minutes without scoring from the field, and that ends on the drive by Wells. Bibby works around the Miller pick instead, now with 6 to shoot. Bibby
nice
splits
flick.
the defense.
So you're going to see Horry gives him a little bit of a shot right there, and then whoop, right there, dotted line, throw it up over you. A nice job of slipping the screen, and tonight Mike Bibby.
Just like Duncan.
Yep. 7 assists to go along with the 23 points. Had a great shooting percentage. Not bad, but clearly better than 32% he averaged over the first 2 games.
Finley again. Michael Finley with that basket. That's his first hit from 2.
Working back inside.
This time Bonzi Wells. Wells sends it out to Artest. Back to Wells on the reverse.
Thankless job because you have him man up. Brad Miller on the switch.
Duncan draws the foul on Miller, so Duncan back to the line. Miller with his third. San Antonio. Artest on Parker, but not for long. Tony Parker
back up, and when you do that, that's when he just releases it.
Less than 4 minutes for the fourth. Good find. Martin overshot the rim, and the Spurs come out with it.
Look out.
And another blocking foul gives Tony Parker to Artest. Miller. Missed tap by Wells, but Wells again got it blocked by Duncan. Miller wrestles it away. Hands to Wells. Blocked by Duncan again. That's the kind of pressure the Kings are playing under over the last 3:10. Artest missed on the deep two. Bonzi, Wells, another offensive rebound.
His hands somehow.
2:49 for the fourth. And they got it to him going to the rim. Miller outlets to Bibby. The Kings looking to tie. And Bibby got pushed on the way in. 2 shots for Bibby. It'll be Barry making the inbound. Ginobili retreats to get it. 5 to shoot. Lost it going in. First turnover of the fourth quarter for San Antonio.
Well, they do such a good job at the end of the game. The last game, 1 turnover in the final 19 minutes. They do not turn the ball over. They get into their stuff, execute well the last 2 or 3 minutes of big ball game.
The Kings looking for the lead, and Wells gives it to them. 19 points for Bonzi Wells. 8 in the fourth quarter. Duncan at the rim.
Tim Duncan out high, guarding Brad Miller. When you dump it in, the shot blocking is gone. 2 teams.
Artest comes to get it from Miller. Artest, a big delivery.
Boy, not to be denied. Tim Duncan came over to try to help and just kind of made himself skinny and got to the hole for the layup.
Parker around a high pick by Duncan. Duncan against Miller. Tim Duncan brings the Spurs back even.
Whew.
Who's going to blink first?
That was a great move. Artest came down to help, and he split the double team that time. A little flip shot.
29 points, 12 rebounds for Duncan. 1 minute for regulation. Artest. And the Kings go up by 2. Brings it to Ginobili. Wells out on Finley. Here goes Ginobili left, blocked by Artest. Have done a good job keeping Ginobili from going to his left. He went that way.
I mean, that is a great individual defensive play. That's when Ginobili either gets fouled or scores on, and Artest's length able to block that shot. That is an unbelievable defensive effort.
16 on the shot clock. Finley, a straightaway 3 right down the pipe, and the Spurs have taken the lead. The 4th 3-pointer by Finley tonight.
Let's see if they can get this done 3 times in a row. They've gone here twice.
Ginobili knocked it off Artest out of bounds. San Antonio ball. Manu Ginobili wanting to go left, and Artest really defending well against him with 6 to shoot. Now the pick by Duncan. Knocked loose, stolen by Bibby. Ahead to Martin, to the rim.